Hello everyone, so back with some strike news because of course we are back with some strike news. Now the WGA and the AMPTP were supposed to sit and they did sit, and we made a past video on this on how this looks hopeful that finally the AMPTP has agreed to sit and maybe do some form of negotiations, and everything looked hopeful that they themselves wanted to sit, so maybe something good will come out of this. Well, something did come out of this, and it was horrible. It was bad, and this was more damaging. It seems that there was no need to sit at all if this was the outcome. So what happened is still the details are still, the full details have still not come out, but what has come out is more than enough to determine that it did went bad. One of the WGA representatives who went for the negotiations said that the AMPTP representatives were insulting and out of touch, and that itself shows you how bad the things went. So how insulting was it? As I said, full details have still not come out, but what has come out is some snippets. And one of the things that it says per the Hollywood Reporter is that the AMPTP, the producers associations, the producers and streamers of the studios, and the Directors Guild of Association, the DGA, struck up a deal a few months ago, and they used that deal's template to negotiate with the WGA. Now that itself is insulting. Why? Because the demands of the directors and the writers are completely different. The writers are trying to, get bare minimum pay, just to live their days by. So using the DGA's negotiations as a template was not good. And what came out from that is trying to negotiate, about the, getting increased pay, as well as, getting increased payments for a few selected TV shows. But they did not want to, talk about the facts that, one of the main demands, two of the main demands of the WGA, which are, number one, have a minimum number of writers for the writer rooms, as well as more residuals for based on the success of the TV shows. Those were not even for the question from the AMPTP side, and for the WGA those were more important, and the AMPTP didn't even want to try to talk about those. And for that reason, the conclusion is the meetings have stalled again. The strike continues indefinitely. The strike will now go on for indefinite times. And when this will be solved, we have no idea, because we just came to know now that the AMPTP doesn't even want to talk about residuals or having minimum this number of writers in the writer rooms. So, there you go. Now, which side is going to give in first? We have no idea, but the AMPTP, the producers, the studios will run out of script, but will the writers cave in before that? Because writers didn't used to get paid a lot before that they can get by for that long. They're already getting hard times right now. So, who's gonna give in first? It seems this is going to get more uglier. That's wrong. Just uglier. More uglier is not a right sentence. So, it's gonna get uglier before it gets better. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments.